Bring in New York's Democratic Governor, Kathy Hochul. Governor, great to have you here. So much to talk to you about, including your meeting with President Trump. But what do you think about the idea of former Governor Cuomo being the mayor of New York City?
My job as the governor of the state is to work with whomever the voters select as their candidate, their nominee for mayor. I've worked with Bill de Blasio. I've worked with Mayor Adams. My job is to work closely, unlike the past when it seemed like there always had to be this inherent battle between Albany and New York City. I reject that, and the people are better served when they have a governor who's willing to try and help the city, which I've been doing.
Do you think Cuomo will be a good mayor?
God only knows. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. And I don't know if that's going to be the case either. So lot of unknowns, but my view is my job is to work with whoever the voters want.
So, Governor, speaking of the current mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, last week you put some guardrails in place to limit his power. We know that the mayor has been under investigation, has received some sort of deal from the Trump DOJ. Do you feel like right now you had the option to start a process to remove him from power? You opted not to. What would change your mind? Could you revisit that decision?
Certainly, and it's an extraordinary power to think that one individual can use her judgment and say that you've lost the public trust. And so it's not one that you take lightly. But I also know there's a lot of people in the city who are very concerned about the influence of the Trump administration in our city. They're trying very hard to have control over everything, not just immigration, but even how I control the traffic in New York. So this is a concern. A lot of people are outraged. People are very concerned about this, worried. But I said if I can get some controls in place that give me line of sight into budget, investigations, legal, and this all has to be approved by the city council. I can't even unilaterally do those controls. But I was just trying to create some safeguards where people can dial down the temperature a little bit and just, like I had to do last fall, calm it down and just let people know that we're fighting for them, working for them, and not all this drama that seems to be just so prevalent all the time. New Yorkers are just getting exhausted.
Joe, jump in.
You know, Governor, you talked about traffic, and we've had Congressman Mike Lawler on, who I think wants your job, and he's been very critical of congestion pricing, your role in it. I know Donald Trump also has tried to get involved in traffic patterns in New York City. Would love for you to respond to those criticisms from Congressman Lawler, as well as pushback from Donald Trump on congestion pricing. And is it working?
Well, first of all, I'd be happier if someone like a Mike Lawler and his 6 colleagues in Congress, the Republicans, instead of making sure that we have people in our state without health care, taking away thousands of individuals, millions of individuals' right to be able to get chemo treatments and insulin and to be able to get the health care they need, like they voted on the other day, saying we don't care about Medicaid. I'd rather they focus on that, but let me get back to congestion pricing.
Governor, can I, since you talked about that, I'm really glad you talked about that, because this is a common misconception among Republicans, and I know because I used to be one. Most Republicans don't understand how much rural health care is controlled, is powered by, is supported by Medicaid. Hospitals are shutting down when there are Medicaid cuts. Providers massively underserved in rural communities like upstate New York and areas where I lived in upstate New York. Medicaid often is where people send their parents in upstate New York if they need long-term care. And so I am curious, you look at a map of America and you see the dark blue spots where Medicaid is used. Upstate New York is one of those places. I'm wondering, what would these Medicaid cuts that Republicans are promising right now, what would these Medicaid cuts do to people who lived in communities like I lived in upstate New York?
Joe, you hit on something that is so profound, is that the red parts of even New York and across America, these are the people who are going to be hit hardest by what the Republican members of Congress did and by drinking the Kool-Aid and not even questioning the merits of destroying a program that so many of their own constituents rely on. If you go back memory lane, 2011, I got elected to Congress in the most Republican district in the state of New York, large swaths of upstate New York. You know how I did that? The Paul Ryan budget came out and declared war on Medicare. And I was able to take that as a long shot Democrat that no one thought I had a chance to win and weaponize that and say, you did this to these seniors up in Wyoming County and Orleans County and Niagara County. You've hurt the health care system. You've made sure this little child who's got leukemia can never get treatment again because now their insurance company can drop them. That's how I won by a fairly good margin in a district that I had no chance of. That's what we have to remember. These Republicans need to own that vote starting now. Show up at their offices and say, as you ask what the impact is, Joe, I have rural hospitals on the verge of collapse. Doctors don't want to go there. But that does not mean I don't have high pockets of poverty. I have people with major dental problems. I'm trying so hard to eradicate this. And I've got my own Republicans from New York working against me, against their constituents. This is all about basic health care, maternal health care. This is about getting your insulin treatments. This is about trying to take care of your cancer. And this is about your grandma and grandpa and maybe your parents sitting in a nursing home because that's the largest expense for Medicaid. So that's what they need to own. As I've said before, Joe, they break it, they own it. And you now own this.
Well, and we're going to get to congestion pricing. I just want to finish on one thought that, again, I don't think most Republicans that voted this way know, or if they do know, man, it sure is a vote against their own constituents if they're from rural areas and they represent upstate New York. In rural America, almost 50% of children get their health care through Medicaid. About 20% of adults under the age of 65 get their health care from Medicaid. More people, especially children, a higher percentage of children and adults get their health care in rural America from Medicaid than do people in urban areas.
That's right.
So they are specifically going after their own constituents, whether it's upstate New York, whether it's upstate in Michigan. I mean, it's remarkable that they're voting against their own constituents' interests.
And I'm very happy to remind their constituents of that very fact, that their own elected leaders have betrayed them and everything that was promised. Remember how on day one of the Trump administration, prices were going to go down? You know what the cost of eggs in New York City are, if you can even find them?
You can't find them.
It went up 40% since Donald Trump was elected. So instead of going down, they're going up even higher. So people are starting to wake up. They're saying, wait a minute, this is not what I thought I was voting for.
Yeah.
And it's happening even sooner than I thought. I mean, literally in the first few months here. I thought this would take a little longer, but my God, they're self-destructing so fast.
Mike.
You know, Governor, we're sitting here this morning in New York City, arguably one of the 3 most important cities in the world. And as governor,
I'd say number 1.
Well, Washington's pretty important.
I mean, I lived in Washington. I get it. Okay, but number 1. Yeah. We're number 1.
I don't want to do geography with you. But
anyway. There's Buffalo.
And there is Buffalo, yeah. But, you know, you're talking about, you know, congestion, parking, traveling, talking subways here in New York, which is the easiest way to get around. And yet the governor of New York plays an enormous role in New York City in terms of public safety. Finally, New York City, after 2 or 3 tries, has a really, really excellent police commissioner, Jessica Tisch. How do you, as governor of New York, help New York City and help the police department, help the subways, help the concept of safety, reducing the concept of fear?
This is the most important thing I can do as governor, is to provide dollars for public safety and programming. We have spent over $1 billion on public safety, much of it for New York City. But you know what we're doing right now? I was told that we should have more police officers on the overnight trains. They couldn't afford the overtime. We're picking up the tab. No governor has had that level of cooperation to help solve city problems probably in its history. But I know that if this city is paralyzed with fear and the thought of something happening to themselves or their children on the streets of New York, then all of a sudden it starts to suppress the vitality of the city. And people don't want to come here. We have turned the corner on this. I will work with the Commissioner of Police. She is outstanding. And she's just this down-to-earth, credible person who says, I understand how to get this done. So I put cameras in all the subway trains. I said they said it's going to take 2 years. They said, you're going to get it done now. Every single car has a camera to keep an eye on things. I have National Guard all over the streets and also the subway. I said I need to have a physical presence to calm it down, especially over the summer and the fall when things were very anxious, and paying for the overtime. So we are making a difference. I mean, I want you to know that it may not feel it, and I'm not trying to tell everybody how they should feel, but the crowds are back, the energy's back, and people are safer than they had been. And the numbers are just extraordinary. But we're not stopping. We never say we're done with fighting crime. We have to keep doing it. But I want to keep partnering with the city and our commissioner as well. But congestion pricing, I'd love to talk about that, too, because that is an area where we have a major conflict. I want you to process this distinction here. The Trump administration has said that it should be up to the states to decide whether women can control their own bodies, right? States should decide whether they should control their own bodies. But they're telling me as a state that I can't control my own traffic, that I have to go to them for approval to control traffic in New York City and deal with a paralyzing congestion problem that we're trying to, after decades of people talking about it. We finally got it done, and guess what? It is working. Everybody should see this brochure that I designed. I'm very proud of this. But it shows, all the numbers, the traffic.
What's this for, this brochure?
Well,
meeting you had.
I did make it for the president, but I'm willing to share it with all of you.
Okay.
I took this to the White House when I was there with the governors in the afternoon. I said to the president's staff, I said, I still need that conversation about congestion pricing that he promised me. So I got called back to go over there at 6 o'clock last Friday evening. Went over there and went in the White House by myself. And was greeted by serious members of his cabinet. We're in his office as well. We sat all together. But I said, Mr. President, you're a New Yorker. First of all, the most offensive thing I found in the letter from Sean Duffy was citing New Jersey, saying they don't like this program. I said, Mr. President, we're both New Yorkers. Why do we care what New Jersey thinks?
Easy. Come on, I'm from Jersey.
Well, it's a lovely place. But you know what? You're right in if you are taking the tunnels. It's 48% faster. Yeah. So I want New Jersey residents to come here. You're part of an important part of our economy. And if you're still driving, and although 90% of you take public transit, which is why I need to keep this money coming to invest in it, the vast majority of you are taking public transit. But if you're driving, I just gave you the gift of time. I mean, yes, I'm sorry there's a cost to it, but that's what the concept of congestion pricing is all about. This city is in a different place than it was before congestion pricing. I need to continue proving this to the president.
Ambulances can get to the hospital. That would be the bottom line.
Delayed buses are now down 48%. Kids are getting to school sooner. It has had a profound impact on the lives of New Yorkers. We have to fight to keep it going, and that's why I'm taking it to the courts, and I'll take it wherever I can. And they're telling us we have to have an orderly cessation by the end of March. I'm saying I'm going to have an orderly resistance. We are not turning off the cameras.
And as you spoke New Yorker to the President of the United States, what did he say? How did he respond to your case?
He said it's a terrible tax, a terrible tax on the working class. And I said, the vast majority of people go into that district, take public transit. You're going to have to give me $15 billion to invest in a subway system then. If I lose $15 billion that we're able to leverage with the money brought in by congestion pricing, that I won't be able to fix the stations and the repairs and the new buses I need. And I said to everybody, and when he sent out his Trump is the king picture in the paper, if you saw that, the cover, what they tweeted was when he said, long live the king, when he killed congestion pricing. I said, you know what? I need this to work. I need this to work. And we cannot be dictated to by someone who calls himself a king. This is America. This is New York. He said, I said that, yeah. I said,
yeah, but what did he say?
No, I just said, I don't remember what he said. I just said, it's not about being a king. It's not about being a king. And so I'm trying to find a common ground here. I want him to understand that this is a city that he cares about. And he understands it more than any president since FDR. We haven't had a New York president, but more than anyone, he's got property here. He understands we want to make sure that this city keeps moving. So I was just trying to appeal to him as a New Yorker and say, this is good for New York. I said, I wasn't sure it was going to work like this. I guarantee this is a little bit of an experiment, but I think other cities are going to look at what we're doing here and saying we reduce congestion. We also improve the quality of life dramatically for everyone who lives in this district. So we're a model, and I just hope the president will give us another chance to prove this. And there's a lot of friends he has and business leaders and people who own the real estate and see what's happening. They should be calling him up and talking about this. So, it ain't over.
It ain't over. New York State's Democratic Governor Kathy Hochul, thank you very much. I didn't think it was. Appreciate having you on.
Thanks.